Years from now, when I'm a postage stamp, I begin, ho, 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 ho. That's classic. Absolutely classic, says a friend of mine. Most people think, hey, when I'm famous, I'll be on a talk show, or maybe I'll get an honorary degree from Harvard. Only you would be so vain as to assume that a governmental agency would honor you. Just like Audubon's looms. Oh, I'm way beyond that, I say. I'm far beyond. I've been on the Dinah Shore show perpetually in my head since I was 6. I don't think she's alive anymore. I'd also have strict rules in my head. I'd only do the match game. You'd never catch me in the center square to block. Someday, when I'm a postage stamp, after my 7-hour German opera cum funeral written and directed by me, starring my corpse, which will be electronically stimulated to move across the stage and to sing all the arias, because you know I couldn't sing in real life. 6 hours and 30 minutes into the opera, at the climax of the story, my body is burned on top of an entire set of my poems. The final half hour will be filled with the lamentations of all my survivors. As the CNN cameras pan the stadium, recording the ululations of the mourners, the flames will engulf my hair. Quelle vie, que dénouement. My spouses will, of course, sit in the first 10 rows around the pyre and will be physically restrained from becoming sati because I would have wanted it that way. Having successfully staged my own death, I'll slouch off to a trailer park, embrace my white trash roots, and stare at the window all day, waiting for the Eggman to deliver. Years from now, when I'm famous and dead, and the academicians are publishing Kev in a Pomo context, or the provocative, the anonymous navel, the unknown self, and there are endless speculations as to the real meaning of salt of the earth, when Despair Fest is bigger than Mardi Gras. Looking for post office publicity? Why not put yourself on the top 10 most wanted? Someday, when I'm a postage stamp, because I could never get anyone to lick my head while I was alive. So we're like halfway done. I think you may survive. And this next one, I got to say, is the most sexist, misogynistic, this is an obscene one that I have. And if you'll speak to me after this one, I think we're going to be home free. This is really the worst one. This kind of goes back to the 90s again, and this was a concept that Jeffrey came up with, so I can blame it all on him. There was kind of like a big fad among performance artists in the 90s. There was Annie Sprinkle. I don't know if you remember her. Or there was a scene in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Spalding Gray made allusion to this in his beginning monologue. Everything in this monologue is true except for the part about the banana. And what Jeffrey liked to do this riff on was about a stash club. Stash club, anyone? This is, all right, apologies already said. So it's a women's only club where they put things up, everyday household objects up their vagina. And so, this is the worst one. This, my dear friend